This one section C question, BNU assessment of firms. Under that, section C question, 2024. Ravi, Hari, and Giri are partners sharing profits and losses equally. Don't consider this equally or whatever ratio. The following is the profit and loss account for the year ended 31st 3 2023. So office expense 10 lakh, salary to employee 2 lakh. So this office also allowable expenditure. This is related to business. Salary to employees 2 lakh. That is also allowable. GST, see, this is also allowable expenditure. Income tax, see, income tax we subtracted because so we wrote we added something expenditure, so we wrote income tax on that. We wrote income tax of rupees 1 lakh, but it is not correct, so we have to get actual profit. On that we have to pay tax, so this is inadmissible. Salary to partners, it is also. So how much you are now, you are taking that much expenditure to raise expenditure to get less profit. That's why salary also we showed more or less whatever, but we have to allow we have to calculate as per allowable, so admissible remuneration. Ravi is getting 2 lakh, Hari is getting 2 lakh 50, Giri is 3 lakh. First I'll treat this as disallowable, that means inadmissible. Later I'll calculate that I am subtracting. First I'm adding this, later I'll subtract actual amount allowable remuneration to partners. Next, interest on capital, that is given 14.5% extra. I'll treat it as inadmissible. That means 12 more than 12%. So 2.5% is extra excess, that I'll treat it as inadmissible. Allowable is only 12%. Here 14.5% is given. So that's what expenditure shown more compared to uh, allowed. So here allowed is what 12%. They are writing 14.5%. That's why I'll calculate 2.5% excess. Donation to NDF, there is not. This is also not related to business. So 20,000. So on that I should add because inadmissible. So next to net profit is given. In credit side, we have income from house property. This is income from house property not related to this business. Interest from government securities also not related to our business. First, we'll calculate income from business. Then I'll add these all to get total taxable income. In adjustment, first what? Say out of office expenditure, 1,000 is not deductible by virtue of that means they subtracted 10 lakh. They have to subtract only 9 lakh. So extra they paid 1 lakh. That's I am adding again 1 lakh only. I am adding again. Salary and interest to partners have been paid as per deed. So they'll be deed means what? That is their deed because they uh, they made agreement. Partners made agreement. This much they are taking, but allowable is different only. Calculate total income and tax liability of the firm. So total income is what? All incomes together: income from business, income from house property, income from long term capital gain, probation, short term, whatever. All incomes. For that we are paying tax. First I'll calculate. There are three methods. There are first one. I'll calculate income from business. So income from business. So this is net profit that is given 12,43,000 plus disallowable expenditure, not allowable expenditure, debited to profit and loss account. This we added in debit side to show less profit, called as inadmissible. That's why income tax. So we shown 1 lakh, but that is different only. So that's why I will treat income tax as 1 lakh inadmissible. Salary together 2 lakh plus 2 lakh 50 plus 3 lakh together 7 lakh 15. Now, so this I will treat it as inadmissible. Later we will subtract how much allowable. So excess interest, same thing. So 2.14.5%, that means 2.5 excess. So 2.5 divided by 14.5 to 29,000, 5,000. Same thing here also. Office expenditures 1 lakh. So I said no, that is 10 lakh. Out of 1 lakh, it is not allowable. Donation to NDF also, it's a inadmissible. These are all not allowable. So inadmissible expenditures. Total 9 lakh 85,000. So 12 lakh 43,000. If I add 9 lakh 85,000, 22 lakh 28,000. This is, and that I have to subtract which is not debited. For example, some expenditure, for example, I'm telling uh, advertisement. In advertisement, what they are telling, so not debited in profit and loss account. So I have to subtract such type. So which is not debited in profit and loss account, I should less less here, because that is not already debited, not debited in profit and loss account. So whatever allowable expenditure not debited to profit and loss account, that I will subtract. And also non-business income credited to profit and loss account. This is allowable expenditures not debited to profit and loss account. They have to show that expenditure in debit side, because that is allowable, but that is missing. So I should subtract. I'm, this also I'm subtracting, because this is not related to business only. So that is income from house property credit side 1,50,000. Interest on government security also credit side, that is not related to business. Totally 2 lakh I'm subtracting. So 20 lakh 28,000 is our book profit. And that one is missing, because salary they have to take. But here I am assuming as inadmissible. So I'll get exact salary by subtracting this one. Allowable remuneration means first 90% of 3 lakh, that is 2 lakh 70,000. Uh, maximum limit 1 lakh 50,000, whichever is highest 2 lakh 70 only. Balance, that means from 20 lakh 28,000, if you subtract 3 lakh, remaining is 17 lakh 28,000. For that 60%. So total 10 lakh plus 36,000. These two are admissible remuneration. So admissible, how much? So if you add, you get 13 lakh 6,800. This is admissible. See, 13 lakh 6,000 they should get. So actual remuneration, how much you are getting? So 7 lakh 50,000. From these two, whichever is least, no, that is as allowable remuneration. So 7 lakh 50,000 remuneration. From this book profit, I am subtracting 7 lakh 50,000. So you will get income from business. So now we have to pay tax. We'll consider all incomes. So computation of taxable income, and that income from business, just now we calculated 12 lakh 78,000. We are receiving income from other also. That means HP house property we are receiving 1 lakh 50,000. LTCG long term capital gain, that is nil only. Income from other sources, interest on government security we are receiving, that is also will treated as income from other sources, that is 50,000. STCG is not given. So 14 lakh total this income. This is total income, and that we have to subtract donation, because that is 100% exempt only. So 14 lakh 78,000, 20,000. If you subtract, this is 100% exempt. So we'll get 14 lakh 58,000 as taxable income. Taxable income. Now we have to pay tax. So that is tax liability. Tax on 14 lakh 58,000. We'll get 30%. So 4 lakh 37,400. Surcharge is not there, because that is in crores only. Surcharge is added based on crores, more than crores. Profit should be more than crores. So 4 lakh 37,400. For that, I am adding health and education cess 4%. So 4% of 4 lakh 37,400. This is 17,496. If you add, this is tax payable by the firm. 4 lakh 54,896 or 900, you write, rounded off. See, if long term capital gain is given now, so then tax rate is different. So I have to calculate. For example, long term capital gain 2 lakh. So 14 lakh 50, remaining 12 lakh 58, you calculate 30%. For long term 20%. In this 20% is, so long term capital is not given. So if long term capital is given now, for slab rate is 20%. So this is tax payable by the firm.